Welcome to Clever Money Hacks, a channel that follows where money moves and life improves. In today's episode, we'll discuss the most critical foundation of financial stability, the emergency fund, and welcome to the deep dive. So that opening line is pulled directly from the Clever Money Hacks YouTube blueprint. It's this very specific, very aggressive guide they're calling the 2025 plan.
Right.
Our mission today is to really tear into their instructions, to pull out the exact strategies, the tools, and the mindset you need to go from zero to a fully funded $10,000 emergency fund.
And this isn't just theory, right? It's a tactical map.
Exactly. We want you to walk away from this knowing exactly how to execute it.
And that map, it really starts with a single, pretty stark question that the source poses. If you suddenly lost your income or got hit with a huge medical bill, would that just be a minor inconvenience you could handle? Or is it a full-blown financial catastrophe that sends you spiraling into debt?
Right. And the goal is to get you into that first category.
It's exactly. To build what they keep calling a financial fortress.
I do like that metaphor, a financial fortress. But, doesn't that make it sound impenetrable?
Yeah.
The whole philosophy here seems to be that this fund is the absolute non-negotiable first step.
It is.
Even before things like retirement or investing. So we're going to unpack the whole thing, the mindset, the specific accounts they recommend for 2025, and this two-pronged attack they talk about.
Well, you have to remember the fortress metaphor is about defense, not offense. It's a shield.
Okay, I see.
The whole strategy is built on this idea that you have to protect your future self, your future assets, from the chaos of right now. The fund is just there to absorb the shocks life throws at you.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The first step in the blueprint is more philosophical. It's step one, the mindset shift. Why is this so crucial, beyond just, having cash on hand?
Well, they're very direct about it. They say this fund is not an investment.
Right.
It's not there to make you rich. The quote is, it's insurance against going backward.
Insurance against going backward. I like that. That really reframes it.
It's the key insight, I think. A lot of people see an emergency fund as a luxury. Something you get to when you're already doing well. This strategy says, no, it's necessary protection. Because without that cash buffer, that broken water heater, or, God forbid, a job loss, it forces you straight onto high-interest credit cards.
And that's where the going backward part comes in. The source material says that can set you back for years.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about the math. You put a $4,000 car repair on a credit card with, what, 25% APR?
Yeah, that's brutal.
That event doesn't just cost you $4,000. It can derail your entire financial life for years just trying to get back to zero. So the fund buys you something else.
Peace of mind?
Peace of mind and options. The ability to make rational choices instead of just panicking.
The blueprint uses the word ruthless in protecting this money. But let's get real for a second. What about those gray areas? Your dog needs emergency surgery, or a close family member needs help.
It does address that, and that's why step one is so rigid. It requires this strict mental separation. The blueprint is actually very clear on the boundaries.
Okay, so what are they?
An emergency IS, losing your job, a sudden medical crisis for you or your immediate family, or like an urgent home or car repair that affects your safety.
So life-altering negative stuff.
Exactly. And an emergency as a not. A sale on a new TV, a last-minute trip, or even something you know is coming, like Christmas gifts.
So the biggest challenge is psychological. It's protecting the fund from yourself, from emotional spending.
That's the hurdle.
Okay, so if you've sealed it off mentally, how do you do it physically so you're not tempted?
And that leads us right into step two, account placement. The fund has to be safe, it has to be liquid, but, and this is the critical part, it has to be in a separate account.
Away from your daily checking.
Far away. Because if you see that money every single time you check your balance to buy groceries, the temptation to dip into it is it's too much for most people.
So separation is key. But where specifically should that money go? The blueprint for 2025 points directly to the high-yield savings account, the HYSA.
And what's fascinating is why. I mean, for years, people just used any old savings account from their bank, right, which paid, 0.01% interest?
Basically nothing.
Right. The HYSA is the modern tool because it hits all three criteria. It's accessible, it's safe, and it actually gives you a decent return.
Can you break those three down for us? Why is it so much better than just leaving it and checking?
Okay, so first, safety. HYSAs are mostly from online banks, but they're still SDIC insured. That means your money is protected by the government, just like at a big money-mortar bank.
Got it. Safe.
Second, accessibility. Yeah, it's separate, but a transfer back to your checking account usually only takes like 1 or 2 business days. That's fast enough for any real emergency.
And the third piece is the yield.
That's the high yield part, exactly. These online accounts, they pay significantly higher interest rates. We're talking 10, maybe 20 times what a traditional bank pays. So if you connect that to the big picture, the money isn't just sitting there, losing value to inflation. It's actually working for you. It's helping build the fortress, brick by brick, even when you're not adding to it.
Okay, so that solves the where and the why. Now for the part everyone struggles with, step 3, the action plan. How do you actually get from $0 to $10,000?
Right.
This is where it gets really interesting. The strategy calls for a two-pronged attack.
Yes, and they have to be launched at the same time. That's the key. Just trying one is too slow, too frustrating. The first prong is, well, it's the painful one. Decrease expenses.
Plugging the leaks.
That's the phrase they use. You have to plug the leaks in your current spending before you even think about bringing in more income.
The blueprint talks about hunting silent money drainers. I love that image. It's like your money is being stolen without you knowing it.
It's a powerful idea. And the advice is to audit everything that's on auto pay. Find and destroy hidden fees and wasteful subscriptions.
Those are the easy wins.
The easiest. There's this great little story in the source material about a user who found over $150 a month being drained by 3 fitness apps they didn't use anymore and a streaming package they forgot they had.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
It is. And once you free that up, that becomes an instant automated contribution to your emergency fund.
But at some point you hit a wall with cutting expenses, right? I mean, rent, food, gas, those costs are pretty fixed. Doesn't this just lead to burnout?
It can, which is why the strategy immediately brings in the second prong. And it's crucial that the expense cutting is framed as a temporary sprint.
Just for the building phase.
Exactly. So the second prong is increase income. And again, this isn't about finding a new career. It's about finding temporary ways to boost your income while that fortress is under construction.
So a short, focused burst of effort. What kind of things does the plan recommend for that?
They're very specific. They may focus on things that are simple and fast. First, liquidate your assets. Sell stuff you don't use. Electronics, clothes, whatever is just gathering dust.
Declutter and make cash? I like it.
Beyond that, they suggest picking up extra shifts at your job if you can. Or, for the gig economy, simple freelance stuff. Microtasking, online data entry, things that don't need a huge startup cost.
And you can turn it off once you hit the goal.
Precisely. And the motivation they attach to this is really powerful. The quote is, every extra dollar you earn during this phase is a missile aimed directly at your $10,000 goal.
A missile. That's intense.
But it's smart framing, right? It fights against that tendency to just spend any extra money you make, lifestyle creep.
Right.
By calling it a missile, you give it a very specific job. It makes the extra work feel like it has a direct, measurable impact. It's not just more work, it's a campaign.
Okay, so if the two-pronged attack is the engine, step 4 is what makes it all run smoothly. And the blueprint says this is the most crucial step, automation. It basically admits you can't rely on willpower.
Which is just a brutal, honest truth. This is where the strategy overcomes human nature. They call automation the ultimate clever hack, because it takes emotion out of the equation.
You're not deciding to save each week. It just happens.
Exactly. It removes the procrastination. You make one decision, one time, and then the money just moves. You pay yourself for it before you can even miss it.
So what are the actual mechanics of that? How do you set it up?
You set up a recurring automatic transfer. It can be weekly, bi-weekly, whatever matches your paycheck. It pulls the money from your checking and sends it straight to that separate HYSA.
And the amount doesn't have to be huge at first?
Not at all. It could be $25, $50, $100. The amount is less important than the consistency.
So you're basically saving a bill you pay to your future self.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Automation ensures you are consistently building your fortress brick by brick without fail.
Yeah.
It guarantees progress, whether you feel motivated that day or not.
So let's bring this all together for you, the listener, who needs that clear structure. We've got the whole blueprint. Step 1 is the mindset shift.
Right. Defining what an emergency is and isn't.
Step 2 is the account placement, using that HYSA for safety and separation. Step 3 is the action, that two-pronged attack.
Cutting costs and boosting income simultaneously.
And finally, step 4, automation, which locks the whole process in place. That is a complete path from 0 to 10 grand, laid out in the 2025 plan.
And, the overall message is both realistic and really motivating. They admit it's not easy, it takes discipline, but they also say it is simple because the steps are so clear and achievable.
Right. It's presented as the most powerful thing you can do to move from, what was it, financial fear to a position of financial power.
It is.
So what does this all mean? For you, the listener, the real prize here isn't the $10,000 in an account. It's the security and peace of mind that the source calls priceless.
The money is just the tool. The goal is a life with less stress, more flexibility, and the confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way.
Absolutely.
And that really brings us to our final thought. The whole strategy is about building a foundation so that your future, bigger goals investing, buying a house, whatever, are protected. So if this fund is insurance against going backward,
Yeah.
what specific, ambitious financial goal are you protecting by starting this process today?
Yeah.
What's the prize that this shield is actually defending? I think if you can define that, you'll find the motivation to start.
That's a powerful way to frame it. Thank you for listening to today's deep dive. We hope to see you again. Bye for now.